shooters. I'm telling you already that teachers should be able to have guns.
Guys, calm down. I'm sure we can look at this rationally. Now, does anyone have a good idea for how we can solve this?
Why don't we discuss this at work tomorrow?
I'm curious about you.
Go, just go. I know, let's discuss this at work tomorrow.
Oh my god, amazing.
Thank you.
That was my idea.
Right, you need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. And tomorrow, do not come in arguing, okay?
Okay, fine.
Okay, thank you.
Tomorrow.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's the way it has to be. No, yes, it is. That's the way it has to be.
Now that we're all here, let's have a fair discussion.
What if we...
Come on, okay?
You never know. What if the teacher misses or can't bring themselves to shoot?
Bro, come on, how many times am I gonna have to tell you? Not only will they have to pass training, but also psychological tests that prove that they can handle it. Did you not hear what John Lott from The Hill said?
No.
Well, he basically said that teachers with guns can stop school shooters. How are you gonna disarm the teachers that will in the future just protect the students?
Well, that is a good point.
Exactly.
Action. Let's just discuss this for the talk show.
God no, please, God no, Brian. We're trying to have serious conversations here. We're moving on to useful ideas.
I know, let's just discuss this at the talk show.
Oh my god, that's a good idea. You see, Brian,
so
this
good.
is what I'm talking about. Good idea.
A few moments later.
Good evening and welcome to our talk show. Take a seat but keep your stance. Today we'll be arguing on whether or not teachers should be allowed to carry a gun in school. And here returning to argue one side is Raymond Duran.
Hello, Leanna. How's it going?
Good, and you? Shall we take a seat?
Yeah.
All right, Raymond, and what's your stance on the issue at hand here?
Well, something I've been noticing, right, is that schools really need to be safe. And for years now, there hasn't really been a law that allows this to happen.
I've noticed.
So now, for many years, this hasn't been working. I don't think it's going to keep on working. So maybe we should try something different.
And what would that be?
Well, I think this new bill that might be passed here in Florida is a great example of how to fix that. The teachers that volunteer for this will have to go through at least 144 hours of not only psychological training, but also physical training to make sure that they can handle these weapons around kids.
Okay.
And something that I've noticed is that, well, this is really close to be the amount of trainings that police have.
Yes.
So I think it's a really good way of making a school safer. And at the end of the day, these are going to be psychologically trained, so there's very little chance that they could just go off and do something bad to students. But what it will do is it will probably discourage many of the shooters that plan on attacking from doing so.
I can see that happening. Well, thank you for your input, and now to welcome our next speaker. And now to welcome our next speaker, Giovanni Cruz.
Thanks for having me.
You too. So what's your point of view on the issue?
Well, mine's completely different from Raymond's. Like, unlike his, I don't think the teachers should have guns to protect students.
And what makes you say that?
Well, even if they go through 144 hours of training, who is to say that they won't change their mind? It's said by many teachers that students can cause a lot of stress to them. And so it's most likely possible that they will probably break at any time and they could threaten the student with a gun.
That's a good point. Anything else you want to add?
Also, no. Also, even if the teacher goes up to the shooter and tries to shoot, who is to say that they might not panic out or they might miss either?
That's true. All right, thanks for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
And that's it for today's episode. Thank you for watching, and tomorrow we will have a debate to see who is the winner. So good night, and see you next time on Take a Seat, but Keep Your Stand.
La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's World.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Damn it! Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Tape, the super strong waterproof tape. Get instant etch, seal it, bond, pat. Flex Tape is super strong. And once it's on, it holds on tight. To show you the power of Flex Tape, saw this boat in half! That's a lot of damage. How about a little more? That's a lot of damage!
Now back to our show.
Hello and welcome back to Take a Seat but Keep Your Stance. Today we'll be continuing the argument on whether or not teachers should have guns. So today here with me are Raymond Duran and Giovanni Cruz.
So how should we start this out?
Okay, since
Put that back and get out of the scene, bro.
yes, get out. I should fire you right now, Brian. Just go.
So how exactly am I going to start this off here?
Okay, so since you went first last time, you're going to start off the debate with your point of view, and then we'll move on to him.
Okay, well, what I basically think is that to prevent further future school shooters from attacking the school and causing many casualties, we should allow teachers who volunteer and are certified not only by Miami-Dade County, but by local law enforcement, should be able to carry guns.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this training would be a minimum of 144 hours of not only psychological training, but physical training too. And making sure that they have enough readiness to have these weapons around students. And to be honest, teachers, before they become teachers, they have to go through many background checks just to make sure that they're fit to be around children.
So actually, we're going to leave the evidence for later while we hear his point of view, and then you will rebut with your evidence.
Okay.
So what's your point of view?
Well, mine is the opposite of Raymond. I don't think that teachers should have guns, even if it's to protect an intruder from endangering the students. Even if they go through the 144 hours of training, that doesn't mean that they will turn on themselves, and they might even threaten a student or even be a school shooter themselves.
Okay, so
Well, here's the thing. Just to become teachers, they have to go through a series of background checks to make sure that they're fit to be around students, right? And that means that arguably teachers are the most fit to carry a gun in school, because not only will they have to go through all the 144 hours of training, but they've also gone through many background checks. And obviously, what we've been doing so far hasn't worked. So I think it might be time for a change.
okay.
Well, now you see, like, teachers have been told. Stop.
Well, it looks like we have a winner. Raymond Giovanni, thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time on Take a Seat, but Keep Your Stance.
La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's world.
Great job.
Nice job.
We
Very
did it.
solid argument
Thank
up
you.
there. We did it. And we all did a good job. Except for you, Brian.
You're fired,
Get
Brian.
out of
That's
here
it.
right now.
Done. Get out. I'm done with you
Well,
right
anyways,
now.
This couldn't have gone better. This was so fun.
This was one of the best episodes we've had, I
Yeah.
must say.
Good, good.
Many months later.
Hey guys. Do you know who I am?
Well, yeah, you're the network executive, Tobias Lenderson.
Well, yes, but you might know me by a different name.
Brian? No,
There's no way
it can't be.
Must
It
be a
can't
double
be.
game.
Has to be.
For 6 long weeks, I have suffered as your intern, and now you're gonna pay the price.
No, Brian, please. We didn't know it was you.
No,
We're sorry. Please give us a
Don't
second
worry,
chance.
give us.
We'll do whatever. Please.
Fools, you made your bed and now you have to lie in it.
La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's world. La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's world. Elmo loves his goldfish, his crayon too. La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's world. La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's world.
Actually.
You never know. What if the teacher misses or can't bring themselves to
No,
shoot?
the teacher will be trained, and they will have to pass psychological tests to make sure that they can handle it.
Look, we have like 35 minutes to do this.
Psychological tests to make sure they can handle it. Well, we shouldn't even include you in this speech. You're gonna be a waste of gigabytes. Stop.
You never know. What if the teacher misses or can't bring themselves to shoot?
There is no pain anymore. Only those students who already.
She finally
started recording.
Yes, you are useless.
Also, no.
Yes.
The shooter would make.
What if there's no...
So are they starting? Also,
Guys, stop.
Come on.
right.
Hello and welcome back to because you guys
Why are you laughing at us?
Why do you say it with a musical voice? You're about to just say your
Hello and welcome back to I hate myself so much right now. So you don't have to hate me because I hate myself right now. Teachers
What even?
Stop. Raymond, tell me something that's
Yeah. If anything, I'll delete it.
Raymond Durant.
Raymond Area Durant, go back to your room.